Hey, this is Dr. Andy with AG Thrive. I'm excited to be here and to try and put together more and more content that is helps to inspire, gives tools, strategies, that just brings value to you in a way that helps get you growing in the right direction. That helps to create a vision for where you want your life, your relationships, your financial or business success to be at. And what I want to try and do today, or the value I want to try and bring, is to talk about how I'm growing the life that I want. And I very intentionally choose the word growing because it's a process, right? I certainly am not at any point a done, kind of a product. And even when I hit the goals I have set right now for the end of the year, then I'll just immediately set new goals. And I definitely encounter, my share of hardships, of obstacles, of challenges, and it's a real commitment that I have to do to stay in a positive and a growth mindset. For instance, this Monday happened to be a really challenging day. It was kind of one of those days where I woke up and my energy just felt off. And as tends to happen when my mindset and energy are not in a great place, all of a sudden I got this avalanche of cancellations for the week. I had set up on Tuesday, I have an accountability call with one of my best friends that's really just been a game changer for me. So I was really excited because I knew at least that was on the calendar. So I've got this time set aside where I can kind of focus my thoughts, get clear, process things. And then 30 minutes before accountability call, my buddy, I love you, Parker, canceled. Not because he wanted to, I know he was busy. But it was really, really disappointing. And it kind of, was easy for me for a moment to start to really feel sorry for myself. Why are all these things happening? Why isn't, this easier right now? And so even in that moment of disappointment and kind of really starting to feel down, I was able to create and craft a message to my friend where I think in the past might have been emotionally reactionary and maybe not the healthiest message. But instead I was able just to express my disappointment. I was able to tell him, how much those accountability calls have meant to me and, kind of hold him accountable a little bit too for canceling at the last minute. So, and the response I got from my friend was really extraordinary. He really stepped up, recognizing what he had done, and then and getting a chance to emotionally kind of just process how the past 2 days had been. He gave me such a kind of therapeutic, such a healing response that really, it's not the easiest thing to admit, but it brought tears in my eyes. I mean, there was just a moment where I just felt so grateful, so blessed to have him as a friend. And I say all this because, life certainly has not always been this way. The only reason I'm able to have friendships like this is because I've committed to a process of personal growth, of choosing to constantly grow, that every time that I fail and fall down, I immediately try and course correct, and I'm trying to do it more and more, quicker, sooner, as opposed to getting really off course and then needing to do significant kind of reparations. So, and really the reason I even got into this whole field is because of really my own brokenness. Without getting into my whole story, I definitely had some challenges where I was pretty angry, I was pretty upset going through high school and kind of those first couple years of adulthood. And it started to consume me in a way where I really lost my path and my purpose. And it was from the help of a really unconventional therapist. He actually had us do a walk on hot coals. And so I think, borrow a lot from my experience with him and bless my mom because she did it with me. If you know my mom, that was pretty shocking to see her walking on a hot, fiery coals. But it really opened my mind to the idea of how important it is to really, disrupt your patterns, to really do powerful things that kind of, prime you for growth. And so, and going through that and having some other key figures like my grandfather who really just stepped up to be such a man of integrity and challenged me just because of the way he lived his life to grow and to deal with, these kind of demons that I had, that were really eating me up. And so I embarked upon a process, a journey of personal growth, of evolving, from surrounding myself with people that were a lot of fun, but weren't challenging me to grow in any meaningful way, to, starting to educate myself, getting back to school, committing myself there, realizing that I loved working with people and helping them to make progress, to get unstuck, to eventually getting to a point where I got to open up my own business, right? And to be here in Newport Beach and Fashion Island. I love my office. I love coming here every day, but I'm only here because of a fact that I chose to grow. And it hasn't always been easy. It's still not easy, but it's absolutely worth it. And every day I'm reading, I'm listening to things that help me to pick up new tools, partly so I can bring them to, my audience, my clients, in service of you, but also so I can use them, right? So I can figure out what are the right strategies and tools that empower me to keep moving forward so that I can, with my wife and kids, provide them with a phenomenal, extraordinary life. So just want to kind of let you know part of my process. I surround myself with that accountability call. I have my own coach. I've done tons of therapy. I have a small group that I'm a part of. I've got phenomenal friends that challenge me all the time. And that's all necessary. And trust me, I'm always looking at a mastermind group I'm planning starting pretty soon. So I'm always looking for new ways to add more support, more tools to make sure that I refuse to have anything less than growing the life that I want. So just want to let you know that I'm living what I'm teaching and encourage you to do the same thing. I promise you, if I can do it, I know people like to say this, but it's true. If I can do this, if you knew me back when, I promise you can do this and more. So please, if you're in any way interested in figuring out how to get unstuck and how to really start to move forward and having an extraordinary life, please check out the links below. Go to ag-thrive.com, and me or Coach Paul would love to have a discussion with you and start to explore and identify how you can have an awesome life and start to thrive. So thanks for listening. This is Dr. Andy with AG Thrive, here to help you grow the life, love, family, and success you want and deserve.